Alright, so in this tutorial I'm going to be talking about how to access pre-made data throughout the engine. Now, pre-made data is pretty much what you expect it to mean. So, for instance, in the database I can assign weapons and have target values and formulas and all that stuff. And I can also have stuff in note tags and names and all that stuff. But it's not so easy to access from the script, because if I take a look over here, you don't exactly find game underscore weapon or scene weapon or whatever around here, which gives you a clear access to the weapon class. So there needs to be another way of accessing it, because the weapon itself is actually part of a hidden class which you can access, but you need to know how first. Now there are multiple ways to find out. So for instance, I can go to the help file here, check out the contents, type in weapon, and somewhere around here, equip item, nope, there. And the weapon here has the features of what's inside of it. Now that's pretty straightforward and simple, but I know that's not all there is to it. There's always more. So what we can do is, if we go into if we type in something .methods, it returns you what you can access from it. So before I jump into how to do that, I need to explain how they work by themselves. So you have game underscore actor, so game underscore actors, and this is an array of all your actors. So if I go into the database again and go to actors, here I got 10 default actors, and the way they make their arrays is the first one is always null. So this is actually nothing. Okay, so when Enterbrain made their default scripts, when you want to access a weapon, an equipment, an actor, or an item, or anything regarding those, it's an array, but the first element here is 0. As we know, that's always the first element in an array. Is always nil. It has nothing in it. Don't use it. It will crash your game. Okay, so if you want to access the first actor in the array, you go game underscore actors 1, and that's how you access them. And it's the same for weapons and stuff. So see what the weapons are. You go up into the data manager, and they have it loading into here. So load normal database, which loads your stuff, and you can go data map infos, data system, common events, yep, all this stuff. And this, as you can see from the $sign, it's a global variable, which means you can access it anywhere you damn well please. So, and what the data actors stuff is, that's actually is your database fully. So data classes, data skills, data items, as you can see, it's weapons.rv data2, and that is completely your database stuff. And these are what you will be using if you want to access note tags. Now, if you're wondering why note tags are a bit important here, it's because sooner or later we are going to jump into regular expression and how to use note tags to modify your script. Okay, so before we jump into that, we now know what we can use, and I'm pretty sure most of these are arrays. I'm not too sure about map infos or data system. I'm not sure if they're arrays, but I know all the rest of these are arrays. All of them are. Alright, so data classes, that should be pretty obvious. Data classes is your classes thing here. Then you got skills, items, weapons, armors, enemies, troops, states, animations, and yada yada. And that's all written right there. So actors, classes, skills, items, weapons, armors, enemies, troops, states, animation, tile sets, common data, common events, and system weapon infos. So that's all your database you can access right there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go back over here, and we are going to talk to this lad here, and what he's going to do, he's going to do a metric copy for us like a good fellow, and he's going to go game underscore actors 1 for the first actor. Like I said before, the first element in the array for all of them is nil. Alright, dot methods. And when we talk to him, what you're going to see is it's going to pop up with a whole bunch of things we can use. New game, have a chat with the lad. Alright, that's a big one, that's not going to fit in the camera. Alright, so we have name equals nickname equals. This is attribute readers, which you can attribute assessors, which you can write stuff to. Character name, character index, face name, and all that stuff. And what that means is you can actually go game underscore actors 1 dot name equals dot actor dot in your graphics. You can go dot usable skills if you want to. This is what it means. You can actually, when you say dot methods and it returns all this stuff, you can say dot weapon type underscore equipped. You can actually type that in. So, going off of this, I'll just pick a random one. Make actions. That's a little bit. That's for battle. How about add debuff? There we go. So, if I was to go over into here right now and go game underscore actors 1 dot add debuff, I think it was. Now that's a method, and I'm not sure what that method takes, but I know it's a method. So let's see what it does take. Add debuff. There it is. Effect data ID and effect ID 1. That's I'm pretty sure that's a state. Anyway, that wouldn't work there anyway because that's being done before the game actor class is initialized. But anyway, that's what the methods mean. So we can do the same thing for the other stuff. Now the other stuff, as we take a look here, is data enemies, classes. I think I'll just get data enemies. So I'll grab this, and if I go taking a look into my enemies class, I can pick a random enemy, because if I choose 1 I'll get slime, and if I go 4 I'll get spider. So if I go 13 I'll get the orc, and if I take a look at what methods the orc has, he's going to have the same stuff as game underscore actor because they are of the same class. Enemies. Game battler, game enemies, yada yada. Same stuff. Okay. Hello. There we go, we got a little bit less now, but it's still there. Battler name equals battler hue, so you can actually change the hue of the enemy if you want to. Now, what you can do with that is, say, for instance, let's say you damage the enemy enough and you want him to change the color because he's hurt and injured. You can do that by changing the battler hue. So that's also a helpful thing to know. Params, and the params equals EXP equals, and I think EXP would be what you get once you kill it, same for gold. Params itself would be its attack values, and defense, and magic attack and magic defense, agility and all that stuff. ID would be the enemy ID, I believe. Name, that is obviously. Icon index, all this other stuff that we don't have to worry about. Now, once you get up to this point here, where it's got nil and equals, which is a comparison, I believe. That's also a comparison. All this stuff here comes. This is stuff we already know. And this is stuff that comes automatically with every class there is. So just ignore this. These are the only ones you have to worry about. All right. So if we wanted to do something with the orc, we can do that. We can go battler hue is equal to a color, I think. Or params, or whatever. You can do whatever you feel like. So, those are the methods you get when you want to look at the orc. So, now we can do data weapons. So, if we look at weapons, we'll just pick a random one again. How about the mithril bow? So, that's number 34, which means it's 34 in the array. So, again, it's dot methods, 34. Looking okay, and where we go? New game. Alright. So in the weapons you have performance, weapon type ID, which would be, since I think I chose a bow, if I did it'd be a bow weapon type. Animation ID, we know what that is obviously. The price to pay for it, so you can actually change the price if you felt like it. E-type ID, so that'd be equipment type. Yeah, which means that would be a weapon. Params, ID, name, all this stuff, and then we get down to here and we don't have to worry about this stuff because this stuff comes with every class. Alright, so just all that. Okay. Now I think that should be enough to prove how this all works. So you can look at the data title sets if you want, and the animation, the states, and system and map infos. I don't think system's an array. It might be, I'm not too sure. So I think we'll just test it out, see if it is or not. Data underscore system, it will either crash or it won't. Nope, didn't crash, which means data system's not an array. So we have game title, so you can change the game title in game if you actually wanted to. Version ID, I'm not sure if you'd find that important or not, because I really don't. Japanese equals, so either true or false. Up to you really. Party members, currency, elements, skill types, and all this stuff. So you can change a lot of things if you want to. Okay, voice is getting a little bit tired now, but alright. So that's how you access all the stuff itself. Now, I started doing this because I got a request from friendly fellow here. Give me there. He said he wants someone to do a tutorial about how to access pre-made data, pretty much, and he wanted this. So say I have a secret door that might reveal itself on a random roll. I want to bias that chance with the highest member luck. So I want to place that luck in a game variable X, and then use it to complete an event condition chance with to reveal the door. I can either use a long conditional nest with control variables game actor yep and compare them till I get it, or use a small code snippet and control variable script. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward and simple. I wouldn't exactly do it that way, but I think I'll show it that way for the sake of simplicity. Alright, so what you do is accessing pre-made data. That's a really misleading name at the moment, just random. Class game interpreter, because as we learned before, game interpreter is where you can run events from the actual game itself. In here you'd go def get highest member luck, member luck. Yep. And now what we're going to do is going to be a for loop. Either a for loop or an each loop. It's pretty similar what they are. Anyway, what's going to happen is this. We're going to make a variable here called luck. It's going to equal to nothing. 0. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a loop through the actors. Now, here's what you're going to do. You have 3 options here. You either have game underscore actors, and you can go through all your actors. Game underscore party dot members, and then you can go through your members. And game underscore party dot battle members. You can either go through that too. Now, here's the thing with it. If I decide to go through game underscore actors, it's going to go through the people who aren't even with me, and that won't exactly help me because, for example, if in here, if I was to try and access this door before I get actor 8, and let's say her luck is insanely high, and I haven't met her yet, I haven't got her in my party yet, and she has nothing to do with me at the moment. If I was to use game underscore actors, it would actually go through her and check her luck, and it would give that back to you. So in this case, I don't think game underscore actors would be a good idea, so no. Now, game underscore party dot members is a more valid choice. The reason being is because if I go into my database again and go into system and add a crap load more party members, so I need Nedley, Terrence, Ernest, you cool guy you, and I don't know how to say that name, Ryoma. Play it. Now here's what the thing is. As you can see from the lining up, this is how it's working. Member. Alright, that's pretty simple, right? So if we were to go through all of them, this would be... if we were to iterate for all of them, you'd be checked, you'd be checked, you'd be checked, you'd be checked, and you'd be checked. Alright, that's fine. But if we were to go through battle members, you'd be checked, you'd be checked, you'd be checked, you'd be checked, and anyone else would not be, because they're not highlighted and they're not part of your battle team, so that no one cares about them at the moment, if you go through battle members. Alright, so what are you looking for exactly? I think the one you'd want would be everyone in your team at the moment, so it wouldn't really matter if they're battle members as long as they're with you. So for this one I'd be using members. So members.each do, and then go actor. So if you don't remember what this does, I advise you to go back through my loops tutorial. Now we just go luck equals actor dot luck, which I think is what it is. So go to actor, game, let's go actor params. It has luck somewhere, I just don't remember where it is. Battler, probably battler base, maybe. There you are, luck. Alright, so you can access magic, max HP, max MP, attack, defense, magic attack, just by going dot this stuff here. Alright, so I want luck at the moment, so I'm just going to go dot luck, and that's going to return to me param 7, which is, you know, luck. Okay, dot luck if actor dot luck is greater than luck. Okay, that sounds a little bit weird, doesn't it? Return luck. Now, this is what's going to happen. We are starting with making luck equal to 0, and then we are going through the game party members, so all of them, the ones that are with us at the moment, and you know, we're getting active from it, because if you go back, if you don't know what it is, I assume you should go back through the loops tutorial. Luck is equal to actor.luck if actor luck is greater than luck. Whew, that sounds a little bit weird, doesn't it? Well, no, because this is 0 at the moment, and what that's going to mean is the first actor is going to have something higher than 0, or they should. So that means their luck will be greater than the current luck. So let's say my first actor, Eric, has a luck of 5. Alright, that's this is now going to equal 5 because he had 5. Alright, and then let's say Natalie had a luck of 4. Well, 4 isn't greater than 5, so that's not going to equal 4. And then let's say after that we eventually got up to Ernest, and he had 20 luck. So 20 luck is obviously greater than 5, so that's now going to equal to 20. And then eventually we're going to finish it off, and we're going to find out whoever had the highest value of luck, and then just return it. So if I grab this, give me. So if I go into here now and I just go hello to you, control variable, control variables, one works for me. Now let's go script. Now do that, get highest member luck. I didn't even spell the method right. Member. Back into here, change that to be correct. Cool. Talk to you again, and I do message show text, and that was variable 1. It's going to be whatever was the highest value of luck I have. So I'll check the status to prove that. Hello. 29. So the highest luck I have in my entire team is 29. So who has 29? Eric has 15 luck. Natalie 15. Terrence, you have 29. You are probably the lucky one. Ernest, you have 27, and Rima, you have 29. So Terrence, you have 29 luck, which means you're the man. You're the man. Alright. So that's how you'd get the maximum luck back. So you can do the same for if you wanted to get maximum HP of the entire group, so you can do a plus equal sign for that probably, and you can do the exact same for getting attack value of everyone. So you can, if you want to do a script where you, if you wanted to do a skill where you can mold everyone's attack into 1, you can do that by using this. Alright, so that's pretty much all I have to show for this. It isn't that hard as long as you know what dot methods does. Anyway, so that's all for this tutorial. You can get the critical and attack and Defense for all your actors and enemies the exact same way. If I wanted to go up here into Bella Base, I can go dot critical hit, dot critical, which is there, and dot evasion, so evasion rate, hit, your chance of hitting, and whatever CNT, counterattack rate, and I can use all that as I please. So there is a lot of benefits to knowing how to use the system. I like to think I showed you how to get the methods to do so, but it's a lot easier to just go check it out, really. That's all for this tutorial, so until next time, stay safe.